Good morning. Welcome to Meditation App Space. My name is Luna, and this morning I will be sharing with you a meditation to manage expectations, to let go, to surrender, and to trust into the present moment, into every situation that you might be going through. So I'm just gonna, for this session, all you're gonna be needing is body length space, your mat, maybe some essential oils. If you like smudging or sage, whatever you need for your session, go ahead and have it close to you, make it your own. If you like to play music, I never play music in my sessions, for you to make it your own and play the music that you feel more comfortable with, either while meditating or while doing yoga. And I'll be back. I'm just gonna go get something that I want to read to you. So, even though if you don't have these essential oils, this morning I will be using cypress and sandalwood. And so much left of sandalwood, but the most important one here is cypress for this session. And so I'm reading from this book that essential oils, they work in a physical level, but also in an emotional level. And this book is a really good one of my favorites. It's called Essential Emotions. And so it's like it tells you how they're related with our emotions. And since today this session is about letting go of expectations or managing expectations, through practice, and especially when we meditate or we do yoga, many times we go to the practice, and when we're there we have an expectation on how you're supposed to feel. And many times, I don't know if this has happened to you before, but when we meditate we're like, oh, but wait, I don't feel. Maybe you get the sense of being relaxed and being everything at peace after, or maybe you just get the peace while you're meditating, but then you feel again like all like swelled up. And or even when you're meditating, sometimes the mind goes like it won't stop, and that's kind of part of meditation. Meditation is like not clearing the mind, but actually being aware and becoming aware of our thoughts, of our emotions. And this essential oil, it's the essential oil for emotion and flow. So letting go of expectations and flowing, and keep yourself in motion, and just it's all about enjoying the process of whatever situation or difficulty or challenges that you might find yourself in. And the same is when we meditate. When we meditate, we find the challenge to keep ourselves in the present moment. And it's like the mind is like a muscle that we work on it. Just like as you go to the gym and do pull-ups and become stronger every day by repeating and practicing it, the same is with the mind. And through meditation, that's what we do, getting to know the mind, building that muscle memory to like bring it back to the present moment and be more and live more in the present, letting go of expectations. So I'll read a little bit about cypress, this essential oil, emotion and flow. This powerful oil creates energetic flow and emotional catharsis. Stagnant energies are brought into motion through fluid energy of this oil. Cypress works in the heart and mind, creating flexibility. Cypress teaches the soul how to let go of the past by moving with the flow of life. This oil, and the same with the future. This oil is specially indicated for individuals who are mentally or emotionally stuck, stiff, rigid, tense, overstressing, or have perfectionist tendencies. This hard driving stems from fear and need to control. The individual tries to force things in life rather than allowing them to unfold naturally. Cypress encourages individuals to cast aside their worries and let go of control so they can enjoy the thrill that comes from being alive. Ooh, I'll read that again, just because it was really good. Cypress encourages individuals to cast aside their worries and let go of control so they can enjoy the thrill that comes from being alive. And actually what a gift that we most times take for granted, of being alive. Just, that's magical every day, something that we should be grateful for every day. It reminds individuals that damnation is simply the discontinuation of growth and development, and invites them to step out of the way and allow life to flow freely or without compulsion. Cyprus shows how to have perfect trust in the flow of life. When we encounter ourselves with negative emotions such as controlling, fearful, perfectionist, rigid, stuck, tense. And the positive properties would be flexible, trusting, flowing with life, and adaptable. And well, there is some oils that you can companion oils like wintergreen, hinoki, that's a sacred wood from Japan, and cilantro, thyme, and aromatouch. But well, today just more emphasis on cypress, and we're gonna put a little bit. I'll put a little bit in the soles of my feet. If you have cypress, I invite you to try it. And with that said, we're gonna get started. So just moving the neck, rolling it towards one side, and to the other side. You're waking up from the night, giving a stretch to the neck, saying yes with your head, bringing the chin towards your chest and up. And saying no. And very slowly start sliding your hands forward as you bring your forehead towards the ground, keeping your sit bones close to the ground, keeping them rooted. Feeling that nice stretch. And your glutes and your thighs, and walk your hands back. And then we're gonna change the position of the feet. So if you had whichever you had in front comes back. And once again, sliding the hands forward, bringing your forehead towards the ground. Noticing the difference of one side and then the other side. I'm gonna start opening from the hips. Just because in the hips we tend to hold a lot of emotions. So we're gonna do just a few postures and walk your hands back. A few postures in order to get to a pigeon pose and then do our meditation. So we're gonna do something to check how our hips are. So what we're gonna do is, I have my left foot right in front of my right knee, sideways. And now we're gonna check and just bring your hand, slide it underneath your right sit bones. And notice the space in between the ground and your glute. How much space there is. There's like an elephant feeding there, or maybe just a little thin slice of paper. Just notice it without judging. And now we're gonna start and bringing both hands towards the left knee, and like a dolphin, going underneath the water and up, doing little waves with your spine. Inhale and exhale. And now we're gonna go back and forth, so like a rocking chair. As you lean backwards, you're gonna lift the left knee off the ground, and as you lean forward, lifting the right foot away from the ground. Creating some mobility on your hips. And with this, what we're doing is telling our body to relax, that it is okay to let go. Not have expectations. And now we're gonna bring the right hand on top of the right knee, and it's kind of strange, but it's like a basketball. You're just gonna be doing little taps with the knee to the ground in circles. So circles to one way and to the other side. And release. And now notice, go back again and bring your hand in between that space of your sit bones and the ground, and notice if you let go a little bit, you release, and there's less space in between, or maybe no. And we're gonna go to the other side. bringing both hands towards the knee. And again, like a dolphin, doing waves with your spine. If you want to pretend that you're the waves of the ocean, you can do that too. Feel how you separate your shoulder blades, and then you bring them together, opening up your heart as you breathe in and you look up. And back again to the rocking chair. As you lean your weight backwards, lift the right knee off the ground, and as you lean forward, lifting the left foot away from the ground. Use your breath, synchronize each movement with an inhale and an exhale. Just feel your aliveness of this morning. And now, both hands on the left knee or one hand, and start doing little circles like a basketball, tapping to the ground to one side and to the other side. And let go. And now notice the space in between. For me, this side, kind of like let go a little bit more than the other side. Right. We come to all fours. I'm just gonna go for a small round of cow pose. So as you inhale, look up. And as you exhale, round your spine, look towards your belly. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look towards your belly. Now tucking your toes under, coming into plank pose, and from plank pose downward facing dog. And this, they say that this is like the first yawn of the body. So if you need to bend your knees in order for your back to be straight a little bit, you can go ahead and start bending your knees, lengthen through your spine, and very slowly start extending your knees, feeling that nice stretch also on your hamstrings, maybe taking that downward facing dog for a walk, bending one knee and then the other knee. Take a deep inhale through your nose and release through your mouth. Now as you inhale, lift the right foot up towards the sky and bring the right knee towards your chest. And the right knee is going to come to the right wrist, the right foot to the left hand, extending and creating a power line throughout the left leg. Just feeling that picture pose. And if you need like a block or something underneath your sit bones, maybe get it, or like you can roll the mat a little bit and feel that stretch. And so here's when this posture is the best posture for practicing surrendering, letting go. So we're gonna hold it for a little bit and start walking your hands forward. And maybe today all you can reach is like coming to your forearms, or maybe you can come all the way down to your forehead, and maybe with your hands create like a little pillow in order for your forehead to rest. And you might feel a little intense on your glute. Use your breath. Can you surrender and can you let go? Can you send oxygen to that part where it feels stiff? It's holding resistance. Can you let go through your breath and surrender to it? Set the intention to, at the same time, let go of any expectations that you might have this morning, or any expectations that you might have out of this practice. inhale, come all the way back up. Pressing your hands down away from you. You're going to start shifting the weight a little bit to your right sit bones and bring the left leg right on top of the right knee. You're going to hug with your right hand. Go forward so you can see. With your right hand, you're going to hug the left knee, extending throughout the left arm, finding space, and plugging the palm of the left hand behind you. Look above the left shoulder. And release. Notice the difference between one side and the other side. We're going to go back again into downward facing dog and to the other side. Take the time here to feel the sensations, to notice one leg, one side of your body and the other. And now as you inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky, creating space and bringing the knee towards your chest, left knee. The left knee comes to find the right wrist, left wrist, and left foot, the right wrist. And now extend the right leg behind you, creating a power line there throughout your leg. Notice the sensations, a nice stretch also for your psoas. And now very slowly start walking your hands forward into maybe just your forearms. Or you can go all the way down, lengthening your spine, surrendering into pigeon's pose. As you inhale, come back up. Press the ground away from you. And very slowly shifting the weight towards your left sit bones, and bringing the right foot right in front of the left knee. Extend the left arm and hug your right knee and plug the palm of the right hand behind you. Look above your right shoulder, lengthening through your spine, creating that nice twist in your body. And back to center. And we're gonna start. So bring a pillow underneath your sit bones. I'm gonna start with the meditation. So start closing your eyes. Let the palms of your hands rest on your knees. And your eyelids really heavy. Relaxing the tongue inside your mouth. Relax the skin in your face. Feel the earth supporting you, holding you. Feeling that brownness. And how it's rooting you in order for you to rise just like the plants and the trees. Feeling the gravity pulling you and keeping you in the present moment, anchored. At the same time, flowing and clear. Observe any sensations in your body. If there's still any part of your body that might be feeling resistant, can you let go at this moment and be conscious and aware of it? Becoming aware of the temperature in the place you're at, the room you're at, the temperature in your body. The contact of your clothes making, the touch of your clothes making contact with your skin. How tight they are, how loose they are. Just notice it. Being aware of the sounds around you. Sounds of the morning, perhaps the sounds of nature. Maybe cars passing by, or your neighbors speaking, or you're in a big city and the sounds of the city, whatever sounds they are. And different layers of sounds, can you become aware of them? Can you become aware of your breath? The air coming in through your nose, down your throat, into your chest and your belly, filling you up with oxygen, and out of your chest and your belly coming a little bit warmer. And now that we've entered and we are aware of this present moment, can you become aware of any expectations that you might have about this practice, about something in your life this morning, especially about this practice? If there's anything that you're expecting out of it, can you become aware of it? And as you sit there with your tall spine, being aware of this is a reminder and an exercise that you could put also into practice in your life, in your daily life. When we don't have expectations, everything's a gift. We let go and surrender and trust into the divine times of the universe, and trust that you are exactly where you need to be at this moment in your life. You can let go, you can be free. You can trust in the process of every situation. So take a moment now and connect to some expectation, some other expectation besides the practice today that you might have in your life at this very moment. Can you observe where you feel it in your body? Can you become aware of the emotions that these expectations create for you? We leave out of expectations, we're setting up ourselves for disappointment again and again and again. Rather than living in expectations, we can live in trusting and surrendering in gratitude and living each process, taking it as a lesson, as a master that is here to teach us something, and letting ourselves be surprised by each moment in life. Take a moment now to feel your gratitude, to feel your light and your love, and visualize wherever you felt that expectation was coming from. Visualize surrendering and gratitude for it. Gratitude for this life and for this present moment and for this opportunity that life and this journey is presenting you in order for you to grow. So that light coming out of your body, just letting it all up. Whichever color that light is okay. And sit there for a moment with it. Breathing yourself. And visualizing yourself living in gratitude and abundance. And gratitude for each situation. Whether it is comfortable or uncomfortable, it is building you up who you are. And it is your decision to make the most out of it. Just honor you. Get your mind going around back to the future and into the future, back to the past. Bring it back to the present moment for your breath. Connecting once again with your light and your love. Taking a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Back to this moment. And gratitude for being here, for giving yourself the time and space to disconnect and reconnect with your inner world. Check in with yourselves and check in your expectations, so be in touch with them. Feeling grateful for this opportunity, for this morning, for your life, for everything that surrounds you at this moment in your life, wherever that is. As you inhale, bring the palms of your hands to meet above your head. And bring your hands in praying position towards your third eye. May your thoughts be thoughts of consciousness and wisdom. And towards your lips, may your words be words of compassion, joy, and freedom. And towards your heart space, may you always give and receive the love that you deserve. May you always give and receive the love that you deserve. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, for meditating with me. I hope that you enjoyed it. You were able to let go of expectations, or that at least you're aware of them. And until then, see you next time. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday. Corinne, shalom, good morning. The oil of today was, I don't know if you were from the beginning of the session, but it was Cyprus. So if you have Cyprus, it's the ocean of motion and flow. So I put a little bit on the soles of my feet, and you can put also a little bit on the soles of your feet. Thank you for joining me this morning.